This is a questionable reality production. Hello, I'm Zander Crowns, and this is AP Post History. Now let's get started. Today we'll be covering topic 6.2, chaos and confusion. It seems due to the convoluted actions and ideas of humanity, the people of Earth could never get a break from their suffering. The new nations arising from the departure of the Fibermen were not based on any unique ideas of governments or theology, but merely on nostalgia. Nostalgia for a certain period of time. Of course, remember that post-history, and history too, is a collection of repeated miseries punctuated by occasional relief on an endless cycle, all gilded over in a cast of gold to catch the hearts and minds of backwards-looking onlookers. As no nation sought to remember the great trials, difficulties, and atrocities that overarchingly defined each era they were so fond of. Seeds of hatred were bought from the local convenience store and so tenderly cared for until only despised marked international relationships. And each nation, whether they loved the Samnites or the pre-apocalypse, sought only to advance the domination of their respective romanticization. In that, to a Samnite, the world would only be good if all loved the memory of the Samnites exclusively, while to the Fibermanists, the world needed to be rendered under the efficiency of a Fiberman outlook to be made great once more. War making and the conversion of others, the only two ways to ensure the universality of any thought, seem to become the only worthwhile pursuits of any rational nation, and therefore a great period of war-making and conversion began. Some say even more war than people walked the earth. Each war was accompanied by nostalgic fanatics waiting, just waiting, to push their beliefs onto ever more listeners. In fact, let's go to today's History Makers segment, where Miskabah the Revived gives an eloquent sermon that perfectly presents the deep, unbending divisions and aggressive visions for the future. I bear grudge towards none, only sorrow for the imminent destruction of all those who fail to adopt the Texdot way of life. The world has lost its way and become near universally despicable in behaviors. People consume lies more than bread, enshrine Fibermen, talk of goodly Samnites, and wish to be a commoner in the common. All great sorrow and lies, great sorrow and lies. If only they would listen and become a Texdot, then and only then could they be saved. As you can tell, this was a tumultuous time. But the sad thing is that contemporary chaos only strengthened the loving views of the past. As to many, it seemed the past was without so much conflict and strife, that the past was quite a peaceful and stable time, and to revive past peace and stability, the whole world only needed to be brought under one homogeneous belief system. That was all that was needed. Now, I would like to mention, it was not as if the whole world was devoted to exploring fanaticism and exploring belief systems everywhere else. There were some good happenings here and there. For example, there was a very high literacy rate and level of education attainment during this time. People who lived in urban centers had quite a comfortable living, save for the occasional riot or sacking. Look, I'm sorry. The Collegiate Council demands we look at the bright side of things and pretend this was not as near a apocalyptic moment as it was. The founder of the Collegiate Council actually lived through part of this time, and I guess had a little nostalgia about it too. And that's it. Topic 2 of Unit 6 is complete. If you want to find success in your post-history class and be overcome with nostalgia that always has such a high price, consider subscribing and liking this video. My goal is to see each and every one of you get a 92 in your class and a 7 on the exam in Quintober. Alright, Zander Crowns, checking out.